York. Ebro in the morning on Hot 97.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Ebro in the morning. We got Rosenberg on assignment at the WWE right now. Laura Styles and Lil Duval. Give it up.
What's happening? What's happening?
Why are you here?
Hey, man, I'm here to do Carolines, man. I finally came
No. I mean, why are you on my show?
Oh, because I'm promoting my show.
I must be popping. Normally, you only come do the Breakfast Club because you best friends with
That's
Charlamagne.
my family, though. You know what I'm saying?
So I ain't never interviewed you before.
This is the first time. I mean, this is my first time
I'm
really
surprised.
performing in New York, too,
Surprised.
though. It's not because I didn't want to. It's just things happen when they're supposed to happen. Like, I've been trying to come perform here for about 15, 16 years. Every time I was supposed to come, something happened.
Right.
Like, the first time I came, 9/11 hit.
Damn.
So I couldn't perform here. And then a couple other times something didn't happen. And the last time I was supposed to come here, that hurricane came.
Oh, so it was on Sandy?
Yeah.
And
Oh, my God.
2012.
So every time I was supposed to come, something happened. So
Well, let's make sure nothing, because
that's why I'm not gonna believe it till I get on
him.
stage in Carolina. I'm not gonna believe I'm actually performing in New York till I actually get on stage. So it all happens when it's supposed to. Same thing with this. I mean, I've never I've never said no, I'm not gonna do it.
Of course
You know
not.
what I'm saying? It's
I'm
just
just giving you a hard time.
It's just what it is. It's just, and then of course that's my family. That's gonna always be my family. Like we didn't come in together, but at the same time we got to a certain level, and then we made a pact. We was like, hey, we ride or die for each other. So
He's
that's my
just
man.
You always wanted to do comedy?
I always wanted to be an entertainer. I always knew I was supposed to be something. You know, before it was popular to be an entertainer. Now it's popular, kind of now. Everybody want to be, but back then I just always knew.
But where are you from?
Florida, Jacksonville.
from
That's what
Jacksonville.
Duval stands for, Duval County. In Florida, we go by the county.
Got you.
Right.
I was
You know,
wondering.
Broward County.
Yeah, Broward County, Dade County.
You know, there's a really famous Mexican little dessert called Duval. That's like,
Yeah, I know it. I seen it.
You know which one?
Yeah, I saw it first time in Belize when I went to Belize.
Right.
That's actually where I got my driver's license. Belize.
So, yeah, let's get to all of your excursions and adventures.
See, you know what? I actually that's why I wanted to come over here, believe it or not, because when I'm over with my other people, it's like we just friends, we talking. Now y'all talking to me about what y'all know about me. So come on, let's do this.
Yeah,
All right.
talk to me about these adventures because you are a comedian that I didn't expect to be so into shit that I'm into. See, my mom is white. Mm-hmm. So I'm into skateboarding and snowboarding and, I do the white shit. I see scuba diving, shark hunting, alligator wrestling.
You never see me alligator wrestle. Hell no.
Standing on the top of cliffs. I'm like, what's going on with Lil Duval?
Honestly, I don't think it's white people shit. People always say it's white people stuff, but I don't think it is. I just think I like you know what I realized? I don't know if it's because you get money or when you get to a certain level in life or my age, you get to a point where, like when I was young, you'd be like, man, them white people crazy. They crazy. It ain't they crazy. They just they done mastered the regular life. Now they trying to find something else to do.
They're
You're
freer.
free. Like when you, as humans, you realize we need something to do.
Yeah.
And after you done all this regular stuff, ain't nothing else to do. So you just enjoy life. In the midst of enjoy life, you create stuff and end up, like we wouldn't have flew planes if we didn't learn about be bored. Like,
All right, so
boredom got me
let's
here.
go through some of your excursions, right? Skydiving.
Yeah, I've done that.
How many times?
About 3 times. But skydiving ain't scary. The scary part, you know what's scary than skydiving? Being on the plane after with the dude that land the plane. Because he don't land like, normal people land like this. He land like this. Like he just kept going straight down, spinning, and that was scary. But skydiving ain't
Bungee
scary.
jumping.
Bungee jumping ain't none of that thing scares all the mind. That's what I learned from doing all this, the fear of the mind. And you realize it ain't scary, it ain't hard, it's just fun. It ain't, to me it ain't. I don't know. It ain't nothing to me. It's just something I do. I don't have no thought of it. I don't think, like, it's just me.
Where's your favorite place that you've been so far?
It's probably easy for me to tell you the least favorite place. Because I find something favorite in everything.
Okay, so least favorite.
Paris. I didn't see what people saw in Paris. Like
Oh,
that.
can I tell you something?
What?
When I just recently got back from Paris, and the tourist part
Yeah.
with the Champs-Élysées, and it's nice.
Yeah. But after you get over there, it's like, what?
And the architecture's amazing because they never
It
got
is
hit in any of the
beautiful.
wars.
Yeah,
Remember,
yeah,
like
yeah,
Paris
yeah,
never
yeah.
got hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you go to other places in the world, war has touched down
Yeah.
and wrecked fly shit like what happened.
That's how Egypt looked. That's how Egypt looked like they have war every 4 days.
Yeah.
Like it looked like it just looked
But that's on purpose.
Cairo.
That's on purpose.
What?
When conquering took place and Europeans was leaving Europe and going crusades and they was tearing shit down. They was tearing down black shit.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They tore down black shit because they wanted to remix history and make and
Which we doing now. Everything that's going on, that's one thing I learned from my traveling. I just learned like a lot of stuff, it's been done already in different times and different things. We just seeing it now. So it's kind of like makes it easier to predict what's finna happen next. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I learned from traveling. I learned to accept things for what it is instead of trying to make things. 'Cause we do that a lot. We have in our mind what we want stuff to be, and so we make it that. And if it ain't that, we have a problem with, instead of just taking things for what it is, and then you'll learn a lot more from it and learn that a lot of stuff that you were taught was just stuff that they wanted you to learn. And I ain't just talking about white people. I'm just saying just whoever
In general.
Whoever's in control of the information at the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, Paris. Now, did you go to the suburbs of Paris?
No, I didn't go to the suburbs because I don't like too many. When I travel, I don't like city places. You know, like places that kind of look like New York.
You want to be in remote.
I want to be somewhere where I know this is probably how it looked 200 years ago. You know what I'm saying? This is probably how it looked like 100 years ago. It gives you history of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just go and I like to pay attention to stuff. I'm an explorer.
Yeah, because when you get onto the outside of Paris, that's the real Paris.
How was that? I ain't been.
It's regular, but it's very multicultural. Like, you got Arabs.
I do know they hate us. Like they really hate.
Well, yeah, I think they hate
the
president. They hate the president.
Nah, this is before the president when I went. This is before Trump came in office. Like they
wasn't fucking with America.
No, they wasn't messing with America. I only think it was black. They just didn't mess with America. Like they just.
But they say Parisians rude, but I didn't catch that. I didn't feel that.
Like
I did when I went to a restaurant. How they was treating me. They was acting like I wasn't nothing. Like I was like.
I mean, listen, they don't have the best customer service, but I didn't feel it was. I just didn't feel it was that bad. I actually like Paris.
You do?
She like all that fashion and all that.
I do.
What's your favorite place?
My favorite place so far, because I haven't been that many places.
Why not?
Mostly work. Because I have a jobby job.
That's why I never did this. Radio.
It's a jobby job.
It's a jobby job. Because actually, they asked me to be, when the Breakfast Club first started, I don't know if we can talk about it.
We can talk about it.
When the Breakfast Club first started, I was in the name to do it, but I just came, and then I actually did it over in, they tried me out in Texas, in Dallas. Just being here every morning feel like a job.
Especially if you're used to traveling, because I used to tour all over Europe before I got like a full-time radio show.
Yeah.
And that's the hardest part for me.
And caring every day.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to care about stuff that I don't care about every day.
Well, that's the joy I have doing this show.
You like
I don't
caring?
have to care.
Oh, you don't have to care.
I wake up and be like, that's stupid.
And that's the great thing about being a comedian. Like, we can talk about what we want to talk about instead of every morning. I can be, all right, what's in the news today? All right, they talking about this. Let me act like I care. I don't care that much every day.
But we don't fake it. Like you said, if we think it's stupid, we'll just say it's dumb.
She does a report every day. I'll be like, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life.
Well, y'all got it good. If you can do that, that's the best thing. I just don't like feeling boxed in and like every morning. This is a job.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. They was putting the Breakfast Club together and they was like, we need a 5 foot tall black dude. Lil Duval or Charlamagne. Which one?
No, it was
is
both of us. I think it was me, him. Everybody that's on there now is just, I just was like, I just didn't. It wasn't nothing bad about it.
It wasn't for you.
Radio ain't.
And by the way, guess what?
What?
You young. You could always go back and do it.
I'm 40.
That's young.
Yeah,
You can do this job. You can do this job.
Yeah, I do this when I start falling off and I ain't got nothing else to do.
Or not.
Then I go to radio. I'll be like, all right.
When you slow down.
That's when I'm gonna fall off. I'm slowing down.
How many shows you do
I probably won't.
How many shows you do in a week?
If it's a comedy club, depending on the show, if we add a show about 5 or 6, but it's all like in 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, it's all in a weekend.
So
Friday,
I can
Saturday,
knock
and
them
Sunday.
out and then sometimes I don't have to do a week and this, that. I do it when I want to do it. Now I'm at the point now in my career where I do what I want to do. I don't do what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? That's the best thing.
That's so beautiful.
That's the best thing to be. Like I'm not a money-driven person. I'm gonna get my money, but to me, I don't see the purpose in $1 billion.
You make great investments? Did you make great investments?
I just pay. No, I don't think I did. I mean, I spent money and flipped it and stuff, but I just knew how to manage money. It ain't hard to manage money. I just don't see why it's so difficult for people. I mean, it ain't hard. If you make $1,000, you can save $500. And I just don't live above my means.
That's what it is.
You know, that's all it is. I never did.
Though, because that's the hardest part.
I was when I made $1,000, I knew how to just I knew how to live off $500 and play with the other $500. So if I'm making $50,000, this is easy.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's easy. So it ain't hard for me. It's never been hard for me. I've never had a problem with getting money. Even when I was in the streets, I never had a problem with getting money. Money is easy easy to get.
When you was in the streets, you was selling dope? What you was doing in the
I
streets?
mean, I did what every nigga did in the streets. You know, I mean,
Solo weed,
I ain't never sell weed. Weed wasn't our thing back then. We was just on some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we was on what every niggas was on in the 80s and 90s, crack. and I don't say that to sound cool, because it was really easy. That's why I don't see it as a big deal to me. Like when people, they act like that's such a hard thing to sell. At that moment in the 90s,
late 80s, early 90s,
in the
it
90s,
sold itself.
you can actually be broke and go outside and make $500 in the 90s. Like that's how easy it was, because everybody had a crackhead in their house in my neighborhood.
Ugh.
Everybody, and that it was just normal. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like it was a bad thing or a good thing. It wasn't like it was, and neither a lot of people flipped it and did that or whatever. But I just did it because it was just there.
So when did you decide to quit and be like, I can't do this no more?
I just knew. I always had comedy. I always had entertainment. This what kept me out of there. Everybody that I was with at that time, they locked up, dead, or I ain't talking about close friends. So I already knew, you could see what it was, but I was the only reason I got it because I had this. So this kind of saved me. You know what I'm saying? Because I always had something to do. They ain't had nothing to do. When I turned 18, I moved to Atlanta, and so every summer I come back home. I had something to do. I had to go back. I went back to Atlanta. They were still in the hood. So it kept them into the stuff, and it kept them in it where I had something to do. So that saved me. So that was the only difference. But outside of that, it wasn't like it was, I did it to be cool. You know, it ain't no, I don't see what's so cool about it. You know?
What is the dumbest shit going on IG right now?
The dumbest shit?
The dumbest shit Lil Duval sees on Instagram right now.
People, I don't know. I think it's just people are Instagram now. I mean, they for me, I use Instagram to show me, to show who I am. I think people use it to be who they want to be. You know what I'm saying? And in the midst of that, they lose who they are and they become something and they don't even understand what. Like, I've been on this internet shit since day one. I know what it is. I understand what it was from day one, so I get it. And
so what was day one? When you say, I know what it is, what was day one?
It was just, day one, it was just nerds, geeks, and fat people, and people that wanted to be cool and stuff like that there. So when I got on there, it was just like, and I was on TV at that time too, so it was like it was MySpace. In MySpace at that time, you had a light to tell you online. And most celebrities at that time, they was faking like they wasn't online, or they had somebody doing it. It wasn't cool to say that was you. I was the only one that was probably on TV or something that actually say, I'm always online. So I was reachable to them. And that's what social media is interaction. I always kept the interaction with people, and I always kept it genuine, and I kept it organic, and I kept it funny, and because at that time it wasn't nobody doing skits, it wasn't nobody doing none of that stuff. So I was just seeing it as a gold mine. I was like, hey, this is a new flag. So I'm gonna put my flag in it now and be grandfathered in it. Like now, I'm pretty much grandfathered in the whole.
1.5 million followers.
Not even just that. It's just the soul of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I done grew with these people. They don't even realize it done been almost 12 years. Most of them people grown now. You know, so I done grew with them, and I can see my influence. I see how my dialect, how I talk. You know, even something as simple as basic bitch, it's common language. You got Jay-Z saying the raps. You got regular white suburban people saying. You got people in China saying. So it shows you how the effect of how powerful the internet is now. It's more powerful than anything now. You ain't gonna blow up unless you on the internet.
What are some other things Lil Duval should have gotten credit for? Because I don't think you get credit for basic bitch.
Honestly, I don't get into the credit thing.
I don't want you to get tooting your own horn, but
I do toot my horn when I feel like when I'm bored on Throwback Thursday, I want to shit on niggas and let them know, nah, nigga, I started this.
Just
fuck,
know.
Nigga.
All right,
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
It's Thursday. Let's go.
It is.
Go.
I don't know. I mean, I could just point it out. Like if I see it, like they got most of the memes and all that. If you go down my Twitter somewhere, if you Google my name and tweet, it came from me. I done said it 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't really get in there because that's what it's for. That's if somebody ain't taking from you, you ain't great. That's how I look at it.
Right, they supposed to.
You know, they supposed to, and it means
I steal from everybody on Instagram, and I don't give no credit. I don't give no credit.
I don't steal like that. I try to show love, and sometimes I think it's funny, and I understand. Like some people get mad if you don't at them and tag them, and I be like, you tripping too hard.
Well,
this ain't gonna
remember,
blow you up.
Fat Jewish, didn't he get sued?
But he was different though. Like Fat Jewish ain't nothing like me. He was really taking.
But he was taking memes.
That's what I'm saying. He was taking memes, but I don't really know the whole thing with Fat Jew, but I just know he wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? I know he, like, with me, my stuff, if it's a joke that I actually did, I'm gonna let you know. You gonna know it's kind of me because it fits me. Or if it's somebody else, you can tell, especially nowadays, people done got a little more educated with social media, and they understand, all right, this is some random meme, and they can see where, dude, that's Duval there.
Right, right.
Kevin Hart says that, his beginnings started in social media too. Like he was accessible, like what you're talking about.
The difference between him and Khaled, the one thing that I did that they did do that I didn't do, I didn't monetize. Khaled is what I was supposed to be. I just didn't take it like that. I didn't take it as monetized and running with it. I take it as fun.
Right.
And I like it like that, honestly. And sometimes I be like,
it's more organic and real.
Yeah, it's
that
more
way.
organic for me. Like, and it's easy for me. I don't like it. Like, I could be making a whole lot more money off of it. I could be selling all this shit to everybody else. And I was supposed to be selling my hats and all that. I'm not good at it. I don't like the sale. I don't like the.
You're not a salesman.
I'm not a salesman for one, and I kind of, because like I have like a real genuine fan base that fuck with me hard, and I kind of take that. I don't take it for granted. I don't like to fuck them over. So if I sell them something or if I'm trying to put them on something, if it's not me, it ain't gonna come off organic, and I feel like I'm fucking them over.
And
you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to do it like that. I'm not finna just sell you something that I know some bullshit unless I'm finna make a whole lot of money. And most of the time, it ain't no money. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a couple thousand or some shit like that.
Lil Duval, Caroline's this weekend. Thursday tonight, 7:30. Friday, 7:30 and 10. Saturday, 2 shows. And then Sunday, 2 shows.
Yeah.
Do you vote?
Yeah.
How you feel about, has Donald Trump helped you do your job as a comedian? Has it helped you or hurt you?
It ain't do neither one. It just is what it is. I see Donald Trump as Donald Trump. The thing, when it come to him, what he gonna do gonna happen regardless. He already had this plan in his head before he even got in office. He's just doing what he gonna do. Your job is to be prepared for whatever happens. Just like I always say, even with the end, I always thought about the next thing. I always stayed ahead of the curve. And that's what we got to do as people. We got to think, he going to do what he going to do. We got to be prepared for when that take effect. So that's how I look at it. It's entertaining. It's funny watching him do it because he really don't give a fuck.
No.
You can see he don't give a fuck.
And I keep telling everybody, if he ain't going to jail and he ain't losing no money, he don't give a fuck
he
about
don't give a fuck.
Like, what you talking about?
And he really believe everything he's saying. And
no, but and his followers do. Even when I feel like he doesn't believe what he's saying, he's just doing it for shock value. His supporters are diehard followers. They're like, yep, that's right.
Yeah, not even that, because some of them, they go in and out, but he's a Gemini like me. I don't know if y'all believe in that, but I knew that from day one. I was like, you don't want no Gemini in office, because when we care, we care. When we don't, we don't.
That's it.
And that's what he is. And you can see it. He says what's in his mind. He feels a certain type of way. But the next day, like, what'd I say? Nah, I ain't mean that. And I'm the same way too, so I get it. It's just, that's him. He's everything that's the problem with America. That's how I feel.
Facts.
And we all have a little bit of Donald Trump in us. We just don't want to accept
What
it.
we're looking at is our fault.
Yeah, all us. I'm talking about all of us. If you you do the same thing. You just do it on this world. That's everything, and it comes from the driven of money. You know what I'm saying? That's where it all comes from. The drive of it ain't the money. It's the keep wanting it. You know what I'm saying? The more and more. Like, we don't need the greed of it. That's what it is. The greed of it. The greed of it is fucking everything up.
Are you one of those people who feels that everybody has a price?
I don't.
You don't?
Yeah, you're not finna get me to fuck no other man. I don't care what it is. There's no price in it. Especially when I don't knock people that ain't got no money, but if you got when you get to a certain...
Would you act in a movie like you was
I've been asked to act in movies, and I just can't do it. I can't act to be gay. It ain't gonna even come off right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do it. It's just, and I done been tested a couple times. It's just, I'm not gonna... I can't do
sell
that.
it. Like you said before,
I can't sell it. I can't even audition to be gay. Like, you know how my audition reel would look? And you know how fucked up it'll be, the audition, don't get the part?
You're not good at being gay.
Yeah, you're not good at being gay. I'm not good at being gay. Like, I'm just not good. I'm not that guy.
Is the gay character the only character that you would say no to?
What other characters out there?
I mean, you know.
No,
So that's it. That's where you draw the line.
I'm just saying, like, that was just using that as an example. Okay. It's like, all right, there's no amount of money that can making me do something like that, especially at this point in my life.
Right.
I'm older now. I know what I want. I know what I got. I ain't broke, so.
So you don't
good.
need to do it.
Yeah, I don't need to do it. If this is my worst case scenario, I'm good with it.
You listen to Jay-Z's new album?
Yeah.
How you feel about it?
It was for grown folks. It didn't reach the people that it was supposed to reach. And that's where that's where the disconnect come from with the older niggas and the younger niggas. We too busy trying to put on our shit, and instead of accepting us high, we got to start realizing we was the same as them.
Yes.
Like,
and Hov,
we was actually worse. Because when I think about it, I grew up in the 2 Live Crew era.
Yep.
We grew up listening to something.
No backstage.
Yeah, Head, and Mohead. I was 10 years old. Like, I couldn't imagine my daughter listening to that at 10 years old right now. So that lets you know we was way worse.
Too Short was worse than all this
Too
shit.
Short was worse.
Yeah.
So the fact that when I hear niggas saying, nowadays, old niggas saying that these niggas ain't talking about nothing, like, come on, man. Like, and then on top of that, what we don't realize too, we learned a lot through hip-hop. That's how we learn. You don't learn through hip-hop no more. Like, it's not like that. We don't use hip-hop to learn them. We learn
I think what I hear
stuff.
from people when you talk hip-hop is there's some people who are so consumed with social media, as you pointed out earlier, that they think that that's all that there is. There's tons of hip-hop and real shit that
And it's
ain't
good
on
hip-hop
that
out
ain't
there.
on social media.
I love what hip-hop is.
I love it too.
Like, these, it's some talented motherfuckers out here. It's just you're not looking for it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't see it. It's some talented, good artists that I like, and it's some stuff that I take it for what it is. Like, I don't listen to certain people to think. You know what I'm saying? We don't all listen to stuff. You listen to them to vibe
Club
off
shit,
of
just
it.
ride to
And then
shit.
all music, like even before then, like James Brown ain't have great lyrics, but he's a legend. So it ain't about always lyrics. It's the feel of it. It's the vibe of it. It's the wave of it. And that's what we missing. You just out that way because you old now. Now you sound like your mama and them when rap first started. You know what I'm saying? When
So
rap
is that how you feel that Jay sounded on this
No,
project?
I don't feel that he sound like that, but I feel like the people that he was that said, yes, thank you. Those people thought that he was trying to speak to the young people.
He wasn't.
Yeah, he probably wasn't, but those people that he reached, like, yeah, young nigga, see, this what I'm talking about.
I'm notorious for sounding old because some of this shit I don't like. A Lil Yachty, I love Lil Yachty. We get along, but I don't understand it.
But you know, I do. Because if you listen to one of his songs, the first song, he's like, man, life is great. Have
He's
fun.
happy. He's a liar.
And
He
that's-
ain't that happy. Fuck
Nah,
out of here.
I'm happy like that.
He's
I'm
a
the
happy
same
kid.
way. I have nothing to be unhappy about. I ain't been unhappy I ain't had a bad day in a long
Ebro
I can't
doesn't
remember
believe him
the
just
last
be
time.
happy
No,
for no
I
reason.
agree. But see, you listen to Lil Duval, you see him on IG, you hear him talk right now. He sounds like he's having a horrible day. I can respect that.
I
Like,
never
he
had
said,
a horrible day.
Look,
I can't find a horrible day. Like
He ready
I
to
can't
snap
even-
right now. He ready to
I
pop off
can't
right
even
now.
find, like, he'll tell you my people's right. He'll tell you I don't have, it ain't much that can piss me off. Like, it ain't nothing, like, I don't care.
I understand Lil Yachty's lyrics. Me and him disagree on the music sometimes.
Like what?
I just don't like sonically. Like, we're getting into production talking music. Like, some of that shit is
sonically.
just them happy little pianos and shit. I don't want
You
that
hate
shit.
it. That's what you saying.
No,
You
I
hate
just
it.
don't like it. It's not for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
no, I still support though. Like I still play, support. You know, put them on shows, give them back. You know,
I
help
think
'em
he
out.
good. And then too, once I
You ain't
like we
listening
say
to
with the
nobody's
old,
Lil Yachty in your free time.
I have listened to Lil Yachty. If I'm vibing, I'm high.
Because you have kids?
No, my daughter don't listen to this. Like, she's only 9 now.
Okay,
so
okay.
it ain't that level. But it's gonna be a Lil Yachty when she turned 13.
It was
Of
always a Lil
course.
Yachty.
It's gonna always be
It's
there.
always.
You know what I'm saying? Who's our Lil Yachty? How old are you? My age?
I'm 42, so yeah.
All right, yeah.
I'm trying to think. Our Lil Yachty was probably PM Dawn, but made great records. And was
PM
like,
Don was riding.
PM Dawn
And
had
they
great
gave him,
records.
we
But
gave
they
him
him a hard
time
Yes.
back then.
I
Yeah.
told Lil Yachty
Now he's
he was
what
PM
Drake
Dawn.
and all them is now.
Exactly. I told Lil Yachty that PM Dawn is him. You need to listen to him because them
Yeah,
songs
yeah.
that PM Dawn was making and hip hop was shitting on him too.
Yep,
Right? Phenomenal records.
Yep.
Hit records.
yep.
Trying to think somewhere. We had a lot of shit that was.
We just gotta learn the older people. Like, they not gonna. Kids only listen to people who they look up to. So no matter what you say, if they don't look up to you, it don't matter. You might as well shut the fuck up.
I think they listening to Hov. They not riding the Hov, but they took a listen.
They
I
don't
think they
care.
took a listen, but
You
they don't
see, but
care.
they don't care. You see, as soon as he said about that phone on the air, everybody put their phones, put more money up.
Yeah.
Put more.
your
I'm
dad-
gonna
your
keep
dad
doing
just
it.
told you not
Yeah,
to.
your dad just told you not to. You know what? Go get me 20 stacks. Fuck daddy. What daddy gonna do? That's just what it is. You don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be that guy.
I'm okay being that guy though.
I don't want to be that guy.
But I think kids, when you get older and you trying to stay young, I think it's
I
worse.
don't try to stay young. Nah, I'm not that nigga. That's why I make sure they know I'm 40.
Yeah.
That's why when I was, most niggas, you don't hear niggas say they old no more. Like, they scared to say I let niggas, I'm 40, I'm not y'all. I don't want to be y'all. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got I didn't realize, you don't realize you younger, you old now till you see somebody that's kind of like in the comedy game, I didn't realize, like, dang, it ain't me no more. You're like, I used to be the only young hip-hop, especially from the South. I was the only young hip-hop comedian at one time. And then once the internet came, and then that opened doors for a bunch of them. So once I started seeing it, I see it for what it is. Like, okay, that's what, now let me go ahead and take it to the next step. And that's where I'm at now. I don't want to be them. I let them do their thing, but at the same time, I ain't no lame nigga. I'm not the old aggravating old nigga that's like, y'all ain't doing this right. I put them up on game. They come to me. They listen to all the music. Because I don't force it to them. I play it. Because kids are, one thing about young people, they absorb everything. They paying attention. They want to steal your shit anyway. So you just give it to them, and they gonna find it. Mm-hmm. Like when I post music, I post stuff from my era, and they always asking. I don't say, boy, this ain't the shit. Y'all don't know about this. That's gonna turn them off right then and there. But if you play some shit and let them hear it, nigga, they gonna love it.
Do you
Cause we got some fire shit from back then.
What?
We do, especially in the South.
You gotta come back. We gotta have music talk.
I can talk music. I probably know more music. I'm a goddamn encyclopedia when it comes to music.
I believe that.
I know all that shit.
Do you how do you feel about the Instagram comedian these days?
I feel good about him because if I shitted on them, it'd be like shitting on me because that's what I did. That's one of the things I started. I can say that. When it comes to that urban comedy sketch, you can Google. That's a good thing about the internet too. I can prove my point. Mm-hmm. You can Google it and see. I was the first motherfucker that actually went viral with all the comedy skits and this, that, whatever. So I understand so it's kind of like open a new lane, like how rap came from not R&B or jazz and rhymes and all that. That's kind of what comedy doing. A new genre came from stand-up. Now you don't have to blow up from being a stand-up comedian. You can blow up from being on social media, have funny skits, and use that as your audition tape and be in all movies and everything.
How does an artist a comedian?
So I kind of open the doors for these niggas.
There you go.
I just wanted to say that.
Talk your shit.
I just wanted to say
there you go.
Talk your shit.
That's my old nigga talk there. Go back 30.
But you made that transition to what was going on first? You being on
I was just stand-up comedy. It was stand-up comedy.
And then you incorporated this skit.
I incorporated because I was the young nigga, and it was only stand-up comedians. And so I kind of seen the old and the new, and I was like, I know I see this, but I see this dying. Because I ain't gonna say stand-up dying, but I see it ain't what it used to be. Mm-hmm. So I said, all right, I'm gonna go where it's at. And I just did that and rolled with it, and I incorporated the old school with the new school, and now this is what it is, everything what we see now.
But how does a guy now who hasn't done the stand-up, right? He's just popping on the gram and doing his skits and doing whatever. How does he make that move? Because I've talked to somebody. How does he
make that move into stand-up?
To getting on that stage.
The thing about that stage, it ain't like the internet.
Nah.
You can't
cheat it. It's not for everyone, yeah.
You can't cheat it. You can do it, but you can't cheat it. It ain't gonna be like overnight sensation. You're gonna have to put in your work, your time, because it ain't like the internet where you can edit it and say, all right, that joke ain't work. It ain't like that. You can delete it. Is your stage and your audience, if they ain't laughing at that right then and there, you losing. You know, and then a lot of them, they catching on. They trying to learn as they go. And it's going to work because they audience new, so they don't really understand the art of stand-up. So they going with it. But if they don't get like somebody like DC Young Fly, he's learning the game. Like
I'm watching him.
And he's doing it the right way.
Better.
He's doing it the right way. He's doing stand-up and he's understanding, all right, yeah, I'm doing all this. Because he really don't have to do it. Because he's popping and doing his own thing, but he understands, like, this is where the meat at. This is my butter. At the end of the day, once this fizzles out, because them young kids, they ain't gonna give a fuck. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, at your shows, you can be funny. Stand-up is a grown man sport. And it's comedy. And when you go to these comedy clubs, ain't no kids coming to the comedy club. So you can have 5 million followers on there. You go do a show at Caroline's, be 40 people there, and you wonder why. But you get all the money in colleges. But so
before we let you go, Lil Duval, you're very outspoken about IG models.
I told him that
Why
my
your
favorite
face
thing.
shame?
I
What-
told
what-
him my
she loves
favorite
it.
thing
I
that
love
you
it too.
tweeted or you put it. I don't
What'd I
remember
say?
where. And you said that
What'd
the
I say?
Instagram models look fine on Instagram, but in person they look like corpses.
They do, man.
Why?
They do, because they done got so into trying to look good for the camera. In person, they look like fools. Y'all, I know y'all done seen it.
Because
Like
they
it's,
stand there like mannequins the whole time.
nah, they just, or they how they dress, some of them outfits they wear, them thought fits, they look good on camera. But you don't want to see no bitch walking up and down
But
with
a
the
corpse?
titties out and the, huh?
They look
A
dead.
corpse?
Yes. they
Yeah,
look dead.
you look dead, bitch. You look dead. It's,
So
so I just
I don't know
honestly,
if you
I
wanna-
don't really, I don't do it to shit on, because people think I be trying to shit on people or the girls. It's kind of like I just try to get that balance. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't, because honestly, if you look at these young girls, if I was a young girl and I'm trying to find my way, I'm not the hood, I would think that's the way to go too.
No, a lot of girls
because they
feel that
all
way,
win. I mean, I ain't
too.
gonna say they winning, but they ain't making no real money. But
Yeah.
for a girl that's 20 years old getting $5,000, that's a
Yeah.
lot of money for a young girl. So you can't, if you ain't giving them something else, and you can't knock them for showing it. So that's kind of like what I try to do. Like, nah, this bitch looks stupid, but you can still do this. You don't have to be a thot. I mean, I ain't gonna call him a thot, but you ain't gotta be.
You can call him a thought. I do.
Yeah, you ain't gotta be like
Everybody
like-
got a little thought in them. It's
like
fine.
sell push-up bras and
Right.
like I would hurt my heart if my daughter had to sell push-up bras or you know what I'm saying? Because it's really I don't want her to do that.
I would hope not.
Yeah,
I would
for
hope
real.
you
I
have
mean,
bigger plans.
unless
for
she
your
making
9-year-old.
millions and millions of dollars, but
People out here trying to get it. They trying to
and
survive.
I can't knock them for doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody like you can't knock Kim Kardashian for giving, you got to knock the people that support it.
Well,
That's what I-
that's what I was gonna say earlier about the Donald Trump shit, right? Like
Yeah.
we support the fast food culture of America, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
this trash. You know what I mean? We're okay with it. We're into it. We buy into it, and then we end up after all of this time supporting all this bullshit trash and making it mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
We end up with a president that is that.
That's what we are.
That
I don't
is
know
us.
if you watch Black Mirror. You ever watch that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you see the episode where the bees turned into robots and all that?
Nah, I ain't see that one yet.
It's the episode where, because you know, this really happening where the bees are
Dying.
dying. So this is serious because you need the pollen and all that stuff. Or we all die. So they making robots to fix that. They make the robot, but they show how the robots get hacked. But the hacker, what he does is he go by social media. So if you say for instance, we say fuck Donald Trump, if that hashtag the top on the thing, that's who all the bees come and kill. You see what I'm saying? So it's really like we are the problem, us as a whole. And that's all it is in everything in life. Everything we mad at, it's all our fault, us as a whole. So honestly, if we really don't want something to happen, you should just shut the fuck up about it. But we can't do that.
Continue to talk.
We
promote.
can't do that.
Look, we went on that whole day up here where I was like, look, I'm part of the problem.
Yeah,
man. I
you part
talked
of the
about
problem.
Donald Trump every fucking
Every day.
And we did it for the ratings because we saw people passionately
passionate
respond.
about it.
Yeah,
That's where the
man.
money come in, the
Yeah,
greed.
yeah.
That's where the greed, because you need them fucking ratings. And that's why I say greed is killing us as Americans. We are. Greed money come before God, but come before whatever you care about. You need that money. You think
Now
you
you
need
got
it.
fake body parts. You're
You
justifying
think you
that.
need it. But you
just to get
don't
some-
really need it, because there's people with less than you happier than you.
Of course.
So that lets you know it ain't the money. You know, it's not, because like, I hate to sound, because I'm high too, so maybe that's why I'm talking like this. But
No, go ahead.
think about it.
I'm into it.
Like, how do you know you got $1 billion? Can you go get to the bank and say, I need all my money in this room?
Nope.
There's no way. So that's really a imaginary number. You're just making this shit up.
It's leverage. It's a relationship. It's credit.
Yes, it's something that's like, all right, yeah, you got it. And then you can't even, on yourself, it ain't enough shit in the world that you can buy for yourself. Like, you can spend it on this, that, but you don't need $500 million. You don't need $1 billion.
Look, Hov and Diddy just like being the number one on the list.
It's
That's all they care about.
It's a power thing.
Yeah.
And I don't knock that, because if that's what you think, but I just don't, that's why it's kind of hard for me to even chase maybe what they say is the top thing, because I don't see what, all right, if I get that, what am I going to get out of it besides more money and fame? And
Like, right, you just want to provide for your family and be happy.
not even for
And
my
travel.
family. I'm doing more, I think I'm doing more being me, getting into your psyche than I am getting the money. Because I see me in everybody. So it's kind of like being a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It might be, but I'm using my shit in a good way. You know, I try to spill my, even like when you say scuba diving and all that, kind of give people that type of vibe. And I try to be the change I want to see in the world.
I'm from the hood, but I'm going to the world. I'm going to see shit.
It's not even just I'm from the hood. It's like people from the hood, they like if you flipping the channel and you see somebody you identify, you gonna stop it. And it's the same thing with the internet. That's all the internet is. If you see a nigga like me in the ocean, like what the fuck is Duval doing in the fucking ocean? And then it start looking fun. Now all of a sudden you want to do it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So so if you want to do that, you ain't thinking about going robbing somebody. You ain't thinking, you want to have fun. Then once you see it don't take that much to have fun, you don't chase all the other stuff that make you do crazy shit. You see what I'm saying? That's my psyche of everything. It's to make you want to do shit, make you not chase certain things, to think you need certain things, to where you could just be cool with, just be happy with just what you got, and everything else is a bonus.
Lil Duval, ladies and gentlemen, it was a pleasure, bro.
Appreciate it,
Yeah,
man.
it was
I like
meeting
the
you.
perspective too, man. Caroline's on Broadway all weekend. Get your tickets. What is it, Caroline?
Caroline's.com.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, my shows is nothing like this shit I'm talking about. I have fun in my shows. You know what I'm saying? Like
He was just high today.
Yeah,
and that's where the combo went.
Yeah. Don't think it got something to do with like I'm being that deep talking about Donald Trump. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Cause shit gonna happen regardless. We still gonna be alive. It's still gonna be
The hood
positive.
still gonna be the hood.
Yeah,
People still gonna be
it's-
broke, angry, all that. No matter who the president was.
Because I laid my ex and made sure when shit happened, I'm gonna be straight. So you need to do the same thing.